Good, gentlemen and ladies.
What is good? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Line. We got the crew here and ready to go. Toya, Dre, 12. How's everybody doing tonight?
Wonderful. How about yourself?
So hopefully I'm not saying we're going to have an argument, but we need to disagree a few times today because the chat loves when we disagree. So where we starting, 12? Where we going at today? What we starting out with? I got some bush tea.
So just give me a second. Hold it down for one quick second.
All right, so how everybody day been going? We got rain, no snow, but we got rain.
Happy for the rain. No snow.
I'm scared about tomorrow morning. Aren't we supposed to have more ice?
Do we have ice coming in the morning for real?
That's what they said.
Oh, that's gonna suck real bad.
Yeah, there was a lot of accidents the other day with the ice outside.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, got up with like 3 inches of ice.
Yeah.
Hey, hopefully the groundhog did say a few weeks ago that we only got a few weeks. So
yeah, it's supposed to be 60 next week.
Yeah, you could already feel the break in the weather too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm very happy with because them island bones ain't doing too good in this cold.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So I got it up on most of them. So only one I didn't get it to go live on was X. But yeah, I got Rumble and Instagram to go live.
All right.
So yeah. All right. So
we're gonna be seen.
Yeah. So currently we're streaming on a couple platforms. So for the people on Rumble, Kick, Instagram, the Instagram looks good. The Instagram definitely looks good.
Yeah,
probably Facebook. We probably get some people coming in from Facebook too. So you should be able to see it in the chat when they come through. You should be able to see what platform they're coming in from. So, yeah. So what y'all want to get into first? Politics. What y'all want to get into?
I don't know if you guys realize this, but I don't really. I'm not much of a contributor to the political discussions.
So let me push back a little bit, right? It's not that. It's probably not an argument that's dear to you yet. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Because if that argument is dear to you, you might have a pushback if someone pokes or is against what you believe. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
look at it like that. You could throw your 1 and 2 cents in, you know?
Let's see.
All right. So we're gonna start off with so let's do the quick recap. You remember we were talking about this the guy with the knife and the shooting, right? The next one happened again last week, but I didn't pull that one up because your views were slightly different from mine. But here we go. I'm gonna pull up this one.
We're upset, we're pissed off, and we're not going to have that in the city of Hartford.
That is the anger activists in Hartford are feeling tonight. It comes after the death of Stephen Jones, who was shot 9 times by police. He was holding a large knife in the middle of a mental health crisis.
Tonight, the police union telling Eyewitness News the shooting was 100% justified. Your reporter Dylan Fearon is live outside City Hall right now. He's been following all of these developments. He has more from both sides. Dylan?
Well, Mark Aaron, Stephen Jones died yesterday afternoon. He was 55 years old. Activists are furious over this tonight. They want the officer who shot him Friday morning to be charged.
The police did not have to shoot him 9 times. Justice for Stephen Jones.
Cornell Lewis spent the morning on Main Street. He wants City Hall to hear him loud and clear.
A man was shot down on Blue Hills Avenue like a dog. Justice.
Lewis and other activists, Carl Adams and Pastor Dexter Burke, aren't mincing words.
9 times in the same spot. That's senseless, cold-blooded murder.
You're a danger not only to the police force, but to this entire community.
Pastor Burke is talking about Officer Joseph Magnano, who shot at Stephen Jones 9 times Friday. Jones was holding a large knife. Police say he was suicidal and had already cut himself. He was shot while walking towards Officer Magnano. For 5 minutes before the shooting, 3 officers ordered Jones to drop the knife. It's all caught on body cameras. Magnano, the 4th officer on scene, shot at Jones 30 seconds after arriving.
Drop the knife. No, drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it! Last time! Drop the knife! Drop it!
Activists say Jones didn't have to die.
Nobody attempted to get behind him. You could have gotten behind that man. As a grappler, I'm telling you, you could have got behind him, grabbed him low around the arms.
But the Hartford Police Union says Magnano was given no choice. In a statement, the union said the shooting was not only reasonable, but also legal. It says this was 100% justified use of deadly force, necessary, reasonable, and in full compliance with federal law, Connecticut state law, and Hartford Police Department policy.
I think everybody's muted.
So
Man, this one's close to home.
Yep, and it was 2 in like within
Blue
a
Hills
span of a week.
Avenue.
In a week.
Yeah. So the
Hills
question is, do you think the shooting was justified?
No, I'm gonna keep saying that. Where's the taser gun? Where's all this other stuff?
Right.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it from the like a Facebook post, like when somebody was recording it?
I watched several views. So
Okay.
I have like all the views.
So they did tase that guy. The tase didn't do nothing to him.
They ain't do it right.
Well, I don't know.
They ain't,
But,
listen,
Why did they have to shoot him?
every
9
gun, every
times?
cop has a taser. You hit him with
Yeah.
like 3. If that was a white person, he would still be alive today. I'm gonna stand on that.
Say that again.
If that was a white person, he would be alive today.
that's
I'm
probably
stand on
without a
that.
question. Without a question.
And I see it all the time where they come out with swords, waving at the cops.
Yeah.
But because he was black, they took him down.
All right. Pause. Right. Pause.
Go ahead.
So, in defense of this one, right? Here we go.
How you doing, Ruffin? Are you fine this morning? Can you just have a seat for me? Can you just have a seat for me? Step back. You're gonna get tased, bro. Step back. You're gonna get tased. Step back. Step back. You will get shot. Shot fired. Shot fired. 450 headquarters. Shot fired.
I think we all muted.
So
I saw that one too.
Fast that escalated.
I'll be laying.
No, this is where my position stand, because I seen the videos where the cop was talking to him. He tased him. He had 2 knives.
Yo, they need to get better tasers, bro.
Bro, tasers. Some people don't get tasers.
What I want to know is what was behind nine shots, in the same spot. Like when an officer shoots somebody, what's the goal? To kill or to,
Well, they're not trying to disarm. They are trying to kill.
It all
depends. I'm gonna give you 2 perspectives. One, no one knows what they would do in that situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really say what you would have did. And what he did, I don't think he can explain either. 9 times. I know 1 shot would have probably did it. But him squeezing that trigger, nobody knows what's going through his mind, the fear that he felt, the adrenaline that, nobody can really answer those questions. But we all know 1 shot probably would have did it. But with his adrenaline, the way he was screaming at the top of his lungs, his adrenaline was way up.
Right.
From 0 to 100. So I think we all can agree one shot would have did, but 9 times the way how fast he squeezed those 9 off was crazy.
But you seen the other video?
The other
He
dude,
chased him.
He chased
He
him.
shot him. He shot him. He shot him.
So
Nothing.
what were they on?
Yeah, that's another thing. But the people that has these mental illnesses, I think police need better
Training.
There's a thin line between doing better training, because at the same time lives are in danger with mental illnesses as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
look at the nurse that passed away from
Mhm.
doing a home care visit. I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at the same time, I said, I think I said last show that I think it's going to be justified. Just looking at it, from across the board. You know what I mean? Legally, it's justified. But the other 3 officers had compassion. They were there a little longer. He had just showed up on the scene. So if he would have followed suit of the other officers, it would have ended differently, because the other officers didn't want to kill him. They was there for minutes or half hour or so, whatever, dealing with the situation. With the understanding of the people talking to them and them getting the information from the people that were standing by, saying he didn't take his meds, he has a mental illness, blah blah blah. This guy didn't know any of that when he came. He came, pulled his gun out, he started walking towards him, and he gave him the warning to stop and move, and that was it.
I think I agree with you. That's true, right? But I think that he probably had more rank than those people that was there.
I'm pretty sure.
And he has to make a quick decision on how to de-escalate this, because once you start calling in cops, I know they have a ranking system. I don't know how it goes, but whoever is the head in charge or whatever like that needs to take charge and kind of get it under control before something really happens, because once you got a lot of camera and you got eyes on you, once you start making misstep, you get scrutinized.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, these people are recording. They're just waiting for you to screw up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that one, I think they could have de-escalated at first. When the guy was talking to him, and his sister was there too. His sister was there.
Yeah. So
again, this was a mental situation. It was a mental. It wasn't like they didn't know. They knew. That's why they were called out.
No, not all the time though. Not all the time. You got to remember, some people would play that mental card and ain't nothing wrong with them.
Hey, the guy that was getting chased, that was a different situation. But the first one, there was a bunch of cops there just standing around.
Yeah,
nobody try to.
I think the 3 cops that was there did tase him, and it didn't work.
They need to come up with better tasers.
Maybe. I mean,
and then another thing too, what is he on?
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying? Because he could be on something.
Could be, possibility.
I don't know, but I'm just saying I've seen worse with people with swords, like literally swinging at the cops, and they find a way to disarm them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I don't think those cops. I don't know. The one that showed up, he didn't have time to evaluate the situation. For him to just keep, he chose him to walk towards, and he was a new guy. All the other 3 didn't feel threatened. He didn't walk towards the other 3 because it was there already.
Nope.
So the one he felt threatened, he walked towards. Well, I don't know if he felt threatened or scared or what made him go at the cop that just showed up. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? So I don't think the officer, when he got out the car, he didn't have enough time to evaluate the whole situation like these 3 already had. You know what I'm saying? And then he was walking towards him with the knife. I'm pretty sure he walked towards the other cops with the knife as well before he got there. You probably didn't see that. But they, was trying to figure something out, but I don't think he had time to do all of that.
Yeah.
My perspective.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we all wish that it ended a little different.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, we're going to see more and more of this.
More.
Because mental health is becoming a pandemic.
So the kids are suffering mental health from the womb, with all these things that they're
Hey,
coming
yo,
out with.
you remember when we was in school and they used to have these kids in special ed that used to be bouncing off the wall?
Uh-huh.
They out here in society living like with
Exactly.
everybody else.
Right.
But do y'all remember getting spankings in school or no?
Hell yeah.
So when we had spankings,
I remember my last ass whooping.
So
this is not in America, right?
Yeah, in America.
Hell yeah, it was in America. Yeah.
You don't get. You mean your parents would come do it?
No, in school.
No, it was the principal. The principal would spank you. And the last time it happened, I think it was 1980. I want to say about 87, 85, 87. That was like the last. That's when it went out. They kicked it out when about 88.
Yeah. For me, it was like 89.
89, yeah.
And I'm here thinking this only happened like in other countries.
Yeah.
No. So they when they took the Bible out of school in like the 70s, and they started taking all the discipline out.
And it was all because of that what was it? Something versus state.
Yep.
Versus Ferguson.
No, the one with church versus state.
Church versus state.
Yeah, it was church versus state. That's why teachers can't talk about God in school anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No discipline. So like back then, you got a spanking from the principal or the teacher, whatever, and then you came home, you got a spanking.
Yeah,
So
if your parents found out.
Discipline was a thing. Discipline was a thing back then. So like the kids now, nobody has discipline.
No.
I don't know what his age was and what his situation was. I pray that I don't know, but it was out the door. But he's a grown man, but it's out the door because my kids are grown. It's been out the door.
Yeah,
it's been out the door. So I mean, these people don't have discipline nowadays, and it's showing now. They don't have no respect for any type of authority.
Do you feel like the lack of discipline is what's manifesting these mental health issues?
I think the lack of discipline and what society created, like what I'm saying, like we didn't have all these ADHDs and all of that stuff. So all of that is playing into it because now they got medicine for it. So instead of discipline, they give you medicine.
Right. Instead of getting to the root of the issue.
Instead of getting to the root of the issue. So it's making you a drug addict instead of actually dealing with the root of the cause, and just make you now when they get older, these are kids that need weed or need something because they're so used to being drugged up. Or I know people that are 30-something years old still taking medicine from when they was the same Ritalin when they were children. And it's crazy. Like I couldn't wrap my mind around it, and it's crazy. And and like us, it's a couple documentaries. I sent 12 something earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And
we get to
it. And that was it kind of speaks to it. I don't know how true it is, but it's what we see. But I don't know. Like I said, it's a theory, but it's pretty accurate.
We could go to that one. I was looking for a video where when she said that, I downloaded one, kind of this shooting, right? But this dude was a black ninja, and they had like 20 cops. Boy, they laced him with shots. He was attacking the. Oh man, I gotta pull it up. I gotta find it. But yo, I don't think he made it.
Well, shoot, we had the other one when he had the sword.
Yeah,
and
that one was in
like
China. That one was in China. This one was in America. He thought he was a ninja. He had on a bulletproof vest, and the cops, they all had their gun pointed at him. Homeboy was like, "What?" Started.
Oh no!
Yeah, he thought he could block the bullets.
Yeah, he had on a bulletproof vest though.
Oh wow!
He was gonna kneel that shit like
it was like 20 cops. Yo, it was like 20 cops, boy. I don't know if it was a movie or not, but they offloaded on him.
But yeah, real quick, do you remember the kid that went to Central a few years back? I think his parents were something workers at Central. He was coming home from a Halloween party.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I mean,
They shut the campus down
yeah, yeah. And
because they
he was
thought
getting all
he
he
had
was
a
going
ninja outfit
a
for
ninja outfit,
Halloween, and
Halloween party,
he came
and then
back
he came back, and
like
they
midday the next day.
yeah, and the police met him on the bus, and they shut the campus down. Or again, I don't know if he got it to the campus or somebody called the cops while he was on the bus. I'm not sure how it went, but yeah, all of that plays into what's going on today and what's happening right now. If we could police our own community, I think it'd be less of that. But not too many of us want to be cops. So you got a lot of people that don't live in the community that
Yeah.
they come in, they just want to go home. You know what I mean? They don't want to, just like anybody else on the job. So I don't know. Are we going
All
into
right.
something?
That one's good. That's good. That's good. Let's roll into the next clip. Oh, let's see. Yours was this one.
If anyone has ears to hear, let them hear. This is the Masonic Creed by John D. Rockefeller, written in 1880. It's the secret covenant, the empire of illusion. An illusion it will be, so large, so vast it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. We will create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time so as never to bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always and will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths. They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. For all this, their children will be born dead while we will conceal this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, and what they eat, drink, breathe, and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our poisons. They will see our products being used in film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them it is for their health. We will start early on when their minds are young. We will target the children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their mind and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and cause other diseases, for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak before us by our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese, and when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. We will focus their attention toward money and material goods, so they will never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games, so they may never be the one with the oneness of it all. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we will find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. We will always hide our objective, but carry out our plan. They will perform the labor for us, and we will prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure always, for it is the way. We will make them kill each other when it suits us. We will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. We will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how. We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think they are guiding themselves. We will form an animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we will extinguish it by ridicule or death, whichever suits us best. We will make some rip their hearts apart and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. The hate will bind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us. For they cannot see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their death. We shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger to images and sounds. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. We will always hide the divine truth from them that we are all one. This they must never know. They must never know that color is an illusion, and they must always think that they are not equal. Drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they will have. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. When they shall band together, we will accuse them of crimes that present a different story to the world. For we shall own all media. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we will crush them like an
All right. So I'll let you lead this one in, Dre. I mean, yeah.
So when every sentence she said, a scenario popped in my mind about something that happened in the past. So that's why I said it's pretty accurate. So when I did my little research that I looked it up and stuff like that, and it said it was a theory, it wasn't something. This was what she told. She said it was written by somebody Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller, something in the 1800s, something like that. So, they do control everything, Vanguard, all of that stuff. That's all true. They control all of that stuff. They control our education. They control. They hold the curriculums of what we learn, and how we learn it. All the information that's coming out. So social media is moving so fast and is digging so deep into the history now. Now that we have all this other stuff coming out, what we learn on social media and what we learn in school is two totally different things. So I feel like there's a lot of accuracy to it, and it could be true. I strongly believe it could be true. But just if I can get something concrete on, say, okay, this was 100%. He wrote this. This what it was, and But then again, they control the information and how you get it. So it's kind of scary to be like. It's kind of scary to pinpoint the information that was given. So you're not going to see this in any textbook. You're only going to see this through people doing their research on social media. You're not going to see it in any college. You're not going to see it in any high school. This will never come up in a school setting. So that's my take on that. And it plays into what's happening nowadays. The music videos, she mentioned music. She mentioned, kids, poisoning the kids. The kids in the blood system, where they have metals and parasites and stuff like that's causing all these diseases and illness.
The medication causing side effects and needed
side
more.
effects and all. She mentioned a lot of that whatever she was reading mentioned all of this stuff that's going on today. So it was pretty accurate.
Okay. What you call it? DCAT said it was
2022.
Yeah, 2022 is from a video game.
I mean,
it didn't exist.
2002.
That was a video game?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Big up
Well,
to
I mean,
DCAT
like I
chat.
said, it's pretty accurate to what's going on because
True.
every sentence she said something in my mind went back to something that happened in the past when she said those will be silent if they rose up. You know what I mean? I can go to Martin Luther King and whoever else was speak up was killed. Charlie Kirk, he was killed. You know, it's a repetitive thing that goes on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so like I said, I don't know if it was concrete of where the source was, but pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking it up and it came up the secret covenant. And
Covenant.
if you look at Rockefeller, we all know Rockefeller Center. He's a rich dude, and you kind of look at it. He was a huge businessman.
Yeah.
And his goal is to sell. So control the government, control the media, poison or weaken the population through food. And you see it like, look at the stuff the fast food stuff. You know, you get people putting on like, what was that guy that did the McDonald's one where he ate McDonald's for 30 days?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, supersize.
Supersize. You know, these are things that they're doing to the public. And if you look at it from a business perspective, it's brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah.
Because it's just like when you go to the doctor's not trying to cure you, just trying to patch you up so you can come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Rockefeller is smart. That's what they trying to accomplish. Like, you can sell 1 billion items this year. I want to sell 1.5 billion next year. So you gotta get somebody to spend the money somewhere.
But it's at the expense of the people at everybody else's lives. It's not. They're smart.
They don't care about who's purchasing it.
Yeah, it's at the expense of our lives.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, okay, for instance, look at back in the day, the food pyramid, what it used to be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Nowadays you realize those were just the companies at the top.
Yeah.
We thought that meant something. You know what I'm saying? Here we are in 2026, and look at the pyramid now.
Yeah. Or eating 3 meals a day, like, you know how unhealthy that really is. You know, eating 3 meals a day. That's just like, you know, we're taught that, but
listen,
as you get older,
we live in a society now where you can eat anything you want year round, anytime. So that stuff's out the window.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you only ate mango during mango season. You know what I'm saying? Now you can get it year round. It might not taste good, especially here in America. It ain't gonna taste good, but you're gonna still find it.
Yeah. Well, all our grapes had seasoning back in the day too, and our watermelons had
Hey,
seasoning.
isn't that man-made? Seedless grapes?
I wish I could
God
tell
give
you.
us seedless grapes?
No, absolutely not. Nothing was seedless.
Hey, Brandon, you know why he's doing that? I just thought about it. It's because you got the blurred background.
Oh yeah, that would.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
In a private chat about his camera, but I just realized you blurred the background. It's gonna do that.
Damn. All right.
So my background is what you call it. My background is from a different software. So I got the what you call it. I'm not using the background from this software. I'm using it from
Got you.
But yeah,
you touch on that, Brandon. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Spill your facts, Brandon. What's your thoughts?
No, nothing crazy. It's just, you know, the rich and powerful, they do control the world in some way, shape, or form. You make enough money, you get into them circles where you are able to influence pretty much every facet of somebody's life one way or another. And so, you know, it is what it is. Nothing the poor can do about it unless you make it to that level to make change. But it's just one of those things where if you're knowledgeable about it, if you understand what's going on, you can do your best to avoid it. There's so many shots that I refuse to give my kids because of those links to autism and other types of defects. And so you do what you can with the knowledge you have, but that's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah.
There was a guy named Bishop Larry Gators, And when I first got introduced to him, maybe 5 years ago, I thought the guy was a wacko. And I'm gonna tell you the guy's honest truth. I thought the guy was a wacko, and the stuff that he was saying, and I stopped listening to him because, he was speaking at that time. Bishop T.D. Jakes was at the height of his, he was that guy. So this guy, he was calling Bishop T.D. Jakes Bishop T.D. Snakes. Now I don't know all the stuff that came out about T.D. Jakes is true or not, and I won't. And well, if it's true, I don't hold anybody because anybody can sin. As long as you repent, that's between you and God. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So, and I don't hold anybody for anything. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody is able to do whatever, and that's just because we're human. So, but when he started talking his stuff about all these people, this was like 5, 6, 7 years ago before all this stuff come out about everybody. And I'm like, now I go back and listen to him. I'm like, oh, okay, he was really speaking some truth. And it's like, oh man, and the stuff that he digs into, I don't want to offend anybody, but he goes into secret societies. Um, he considered the secret societies in the colleges. He called the boules, all the sororities and all of that stuff. How all of that connects to Freemasonry and all of that stuff. It's like when I first heard this guy, I was like, nah, he's a wacko. But then all this stuff started to come out, and I was like, oh, I have to give this guy another shot. I don't listen to him that often. I just come across my newsfeed every now and then because I looked him up back then. But yeah, it goes pretty deep into what the root of secret societies are and how where it starts and where it is now, and how people don't really know what they're joining and what it really means when when it's just something
So
for fun.
who are they supposed to protect?
They said there's 13 families, Rockefellers, and there's different families besides the Rockefellers.
Mm-hmm.
They're at the top of this pyramid.
To the top 13?
Top 13 families. There's the devil, the top the 13 families, and then you have all this other stuff. And I think at the bottom is sororities, college sororities and all of that stuff. Freemasons like in the middle or somewhere like that. And they said this stuff is all connected. So like mind you, like when I first heard this guy, I thought he was totally whacked out. And and but now it's coming.
Sometimes you just ain't ready for it yet.
You
probably
say,
came
yeah.
early.
So I mean, but like I needed more. I just don't take. Anybody can come and say anything. But it was his actual facts started to come out, and then I had to be like, all right. I mean, I didn't say I disliked the guy or anything. I just thought what he was saying was totally off the wall. But when he, I'm always going down these rabbit holes when I'm always watching these videos where these people are going down these rabbit holes and it's starting to make sense. It's like they're connecting the dots, like bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, okay. I just, just me personally, where I come from, even, the street life and stuff like that, I always chose to roll dolo, regardless. Who my family was rolling with, who they were down with. I can be in one section of the neighborhood where this gang runs this territory. I'll be over there with them, and I'll be with their enemies the next day because everybody knew I rolled dolo. I didn't join nothing. I wasn't trying to join nothing, and everybody knew me for that. That was part of my reputation. This guy right here, Rose Dolo, if you're gonna see him, he's by himself. He ain't gotta work. I've walked the streets where I walked down the street, I shook a crew of guys' hands, Bond gave them that, crossed the street, shook another guy's hand, Bond gave him that, he crossed paths with them, he got shot, and I just kept pushing because that was none of my business. So it was like, that's been a part of my personality. That was something that I think God he gave me to just not to join anything. It doesn't matter what it was. And then that's just like that was just part of I mean. I lived in territories where gangs run this particular, but my peoples were the opposite gang. But they knew that one dude right there, He ain't down with nobody. He ain't gotta worry about him.
Yeah, the days of that is no more because
No.
I know growing up in Hartford, people in gangs used to always say, "Nah, don't mess with that dude. He ain't
Yeah.
about that life."
He ain't
Nowadays,
about shit.
people don't care. You know, it's
Nah.
like they don't care. They don't care nothing about that. The rules are all different. You know.
It is different. It is
Yeah.
different. They did have respect, you know, like so when I lived in a predominantly Latino neighborhood, the gang members would be like, "Yo, you got any problems? Let me know." I'm like, "No, I ain't got no problems." I mean, like, you know, you might be shooting at my cousin.
That's what they try to do. They try to find a way in.
Yeah, and everybody that this is the God's honest truth. Everybody that tried to draft me in the gang has been killed. Has been asked me to get down in any type of way, they have been killed. And I look back, it's like, wow, that I knew that I was doing something right at least, but not joining. You know what I mean? I would, you know, but yeah, that was one of those part of my testimony, you know. But it is what it is.
All right.
Yeah,
So
not joining.
Cool. Any thoughts on that before we transition? That one was deep though. That one was definitely deep though. But
yeah, we could.
They said a lot of stuff that was relevant for the time.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, does anybody even know how rich Rockefeller is? Because half this stuff is in what they call them? They in trust.
Yeah.
So you can't open a lot of them stuff. You don't even know where they are.
They set the blueprint to get rich and stay rich.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You got a lot of people following that blueprint and
these are the people that's actually running the country.
Yes.
You know,
they not only run the country, they run the world.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3%er, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a rabbit hole you can go with. You can go deep down that rabbit hole and just listening to people and what they discover. It's a deep rabbit hole.
All right, cool. So let's transition to the next one. There we go. We're gonna do this one for Toya.
I did my cosmetic procedure in Kingston, Jamaica in 2025 with the one and only Dr. Palacio. Yes, guys, I had a breast reduction with breast lift, tummy tuck with liposuction, muscle repair. This is my result right now. I know. Looks like a BBL, right? Ain't no BBL. Doc is so good, and I call him an artist and a magician. He was able to contour your girl, suck out the fat them from all of the place them, and this is what the butt looks like today. Absolutely love it. Clock that. Yeah, my doctor bad up that. Now guys, I'm here to recommend my doctor 100 times. You understand me? Fatty that the hand them, you can't bother with it? Link doc. Fatty that the leg them, you can't bother with it? Link that. Doc. Fatty on your side, you can't bother with it? Link doc. You need to review your scar from a previous surgery. Link doc. You understand me? For the man, they might have some man boobs. Link doc. The man, they might have the man belly and it take long to get the abs them. Link my doc. Time can put in some abs for you. For the woman, they might want a natural belly button like me. Link my doctor. When I say him cut off the old belly button and him build back one next one that even look better than your first one. Look at my page, guys. The evidence is all there. You understand? One thing about me, I give it to Unaracha. You want somebody who got to tell you the real.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. At least she didn't get a BBL. She got liposuction. Right?
Okay.
So that's a little different. It's still dangerous.
I want to know where they remove fat from.
In her body?
Yeah.
Well, you see, she got the butt all up and everything. So I'm assuming they took out some around the, you know what I mean?
You muted, Toya. You muted.
Toya, you muted.
Yeah, I was saying she mentioned how they did some contouring.
And what is contouring?
Sculpting.
Now, so she said she had a breast reduction, right? And she had
fixed
a
her
lift.
belly button.
Right. She had a lift, and then she sucked some out the
side.
She had a whole body done. Now, doesn't that come back?
Yep.
They can, yeah.
It don't look like she got her body done. I ain't gonna lie. She wasted the money.
Wasted? Now, here's the thing.
She
needs to show us a before.
Well, you got to go to a page. You got to go to a page. But
I went to her page. I seen her before.
Yeah,
you seen her before?
I seen her when Toy sent it in the chat. I checked it out and I went to her page.
How she looked before?
Let me see.
She's big. She's a big girl. But I think the doctor did a good job.
We seeing two different things.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Don't look like she got no work done.
No.
Yo, we seen some ladies with big butts, but hey, if she lost weight and she's down and good for her. You know what I'm saying?
It worked for her, yeah. It worked for her.
It just beats me how, you see all these big butts around and they just don't look, they look so disproportionate, Some
of them
I'm
do,
like,
yeah.
why are they, I don't know. I guess they want to be more attractive, but is it? When you see a woman go through all these different things, is it really attractive?
No, when you see the one with the little legs, and
yeah, that's
like
crazy.
You talking about an ant's life? An ant's life.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's attractive for the guys that they're looking for. You know what I'm trying to say?
Guys aren't looking for
It's
that.
just, I guess I believe that a lot of them do it for themselves, because they're not happy with. They could be happy, they're just not happy with what they have.
But even after the surgery, are they really happy? I feel like if you don't get to the root of your unhappiness, you can do all the things in the world. You can make all the money in the world. You can get all the surgery. A lot of rich people are not happy.
Yeah, true.
But
if she's getting the attention that she aimed for, then that's that makes her happy. Then that's what she's getting the attention of the guys that wouldn't normally hit on her, and then that was her goal. Maybe.
Well, she didn't do it for herself. She did it for attention.
Yeah,
and she's getting the wrong kind of attention.
Well, it's actions and its consequences.
No, she's getting the attention she wants.
That's the attention she wants, maybe.
I mean, if you weren't looking for that type of attention, you wouldn't be getting that type of surgery to begin with. There's one mission: to look hot and wantable. That's it. Now, I'm okay with the breast reduction. You know what I'm saying? But the other
that a lot of women get that because they have back pain.
Right. So
back pain. There's a machine at the gym for that. Come on now.
No, but the breasts do sometimes carry a lot of weight,
Listen. Every time a woman has a breast reduction, I die a little inside. Because it's like, come on now. There's nice the way they was. Why are you doing that? Why are you chopping them up?
I used to have that opinion in high school. Night, had this girl, she was like a sophomore. She was a sophomore. I know she was like 1 year below me. And homegirl had some ease. Her jump out there. She had like a small frame, and her jumps were out there. And anytime she walk in any room, everybody just looked like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And one time she was on the bus and I was just sitting next to her and she was crying. And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, yo, these shits hurt. She like stop. I was like, yeah. And she explained it to me. She was like, yo, these these are too heavy. You know, it's like when it first happened, I was happy because, you know, I was getting mature. But she said, no, my back is killing me. She said, my back, it's like, can't. She said she used to be able to do sports and all of that. And it's like, now it's like them Jones was too big. She couldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So she had a breast reduction. She looked.
Look at Brandon's face.
Yeah, I'm not hearing nothing that's making me say poor you. She need a man to help her carry the load, or she need to do some goddamn workouts. Because let me tell you something, God don't give you no more than you can carry. It wasn't too much for her.
Bruh. She was crying, bruh. To see a lady go through that, I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? She just said, she was like, these are too heavy.
I would have loved to help her carry the load. That's all I'm saying.
She was cool though. She was cool, but hey, I know, and that was the first time I seen a lady cry about it. Most girls were crying to grow
because
some.
they want breasts.
Yeah. And on the other end, there's a girl with no titties, like at all.
Just a bump.
And she's crying because she can't have any.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how life is.
We always gonna want something we don't have.
Yeah.
You gotta learn to be content, I guess.
Amen. Gotta love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think about these women with these BBLs that be looking 10 types of crazy. And at the end of the day, even if you do feel better about yourself, all that comes with a price. Them BBLs be stinking. You gotta sit on special.
I heard about that. I heard
pads
and
stuff.
I heard
they what? They stink?
Yeah, they give an odor.
BBLs stink. They have a distinct odor. Yes.
Think about it. It's plastic. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a lady. I got a video. I'll probably pull it up the next time for you. It got a lady that she had a BBL, and that was one of the things that she said they never told her. So she had a man, and the man broke up with her because it's like, even though it looked good, it's like it just smelled like raw flesh, and it never healed.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does.
So she had the surgery, and a year later she still had the wounds. So it was open, and it just smelled. So I don't know what he did for that whole year, but yeah, I think, you know.
Yeah, I saw a story on that last year. A lot of people was talking about that BBL smelling. Maybe it's the stuff they use, whatever it is.
Or maybe fat is not supposed to be where they done put it in. Mm-hmm.
And also, they got the lady that got arrested. They got the lady in Florida that used to do the BBLs. She was using
the injections, right?
Yeah, like she was using whatever. This was early in the
What do
day.
you mean, whatever?
There was a lady who was injecting concrete into women.
Yeah, and concrete, whatever. Yep.
But mind you, I'm so sorry. The lady who was doing it, if you saw her, you would say these women were not smart for going to her. She also had injections that she was doing on herself in her face. She looked 10 types of crazy. And then you injecting women? Nah.
That's crazy. Stay away from them surgeries. Them surgeries ain't good for you.
A lot of people died on them tables.
Yep, a lot.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Or if they haven't died, they
is that worth it though? That's
big
not
kind of separation.
I mean, you could just hit the gym for a few weeks.
Hey,
it's
I feel like it would be more rewarding to go through that, you know, versus just here. We need a quick fix.
But that's where
that's the thing though.
Moving. Everything.
Even if it is a quick fix, these women have to go to the gym now to maintain that BBL. Like you can't just let it, you know. So it's like, hey, you got to work out anyway.
I think they do put them. They got to be on some type of diet, right? Or just going to gain anything like that.
Yeah, they educate them on what they should and shouldn't eat.
But that's how you give somebody that doesn't have discipline.
Right.
And that type of diet and that type of exercise, you know, that type of discipline.
That's true. That's true. If you got to get a BBL, you're definitely not disciplined.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At all.
So, It's a two-headed coin right there.
Yeah.
Either side is good.
All right, so let's switch this one. We're gonna go to this one right here.
So the bill's $516, so I'm gonna just take out what I got, and then y'all can just split the bill on y'all own.
The woman refused to pay for her friend's food and was only willing to pay for what she personally ordered. However, the others insisted that everyone was on the same bill and that they should be splitting the bill. She was mocked by her friends and told, "If you don't have money, you shouldn't have come." This happened at a birthday gathering. When it came time to pay, her friends demanded that the bill be split evenly. But she believed she had already made it clear beforehand that she would be paying separately. She repeatedly emphasized that she had only ordered chicken wings and French fries. Emotions on both sides quickly escalated. In the end, she directly called over the server and asked for her bill to be separated, stating that the others could split the rest of the bill among the 7 of them. However, online reactions were overwhelmingly consistent. Those who insisted on splitting the bill were seen as taking advantage of her. Many said she should find new friends because those people were not truly her friends. If this were you, what would you have done?
Pay my bill and walk out.
So this came up, and I wanted to bring it to y'all because there's been a lot of different situations. So these are usually birthday dinners, So the question is, should you pay for what you ate or should you split the bill? Everyone.
I feel like it depends on a couple of things. Number one, depends on your financial situation. If my friends are saying, "Oh, let's go out to eat," and I'm looking at my budget and I'm like, "Nope, now's not a good time," I'm gonna be like, "Nope, I'm not gonna be able to," But then if they say, "Oh, don't worry about it, I got you," okay. I think in the beginning it needs to be made clear. I hate looking stupid at the end of the day. Like, nobody wants to get a big bill and then, you look at, that's not the time. This conversation need to happen before. And it also depends on how well how close are these friends, How big of a deal is it?
So that's the thing. So you go to dinner, you go out to eat, whatever. Somebody invited you out. You don't know half the people there. You might know the birthday person and 1 or 2 other people. 20 people are there. The bill comes. You had chicken wings and French fries, and something like Brandon. Brandon had steak. He had lobster. 12 had filet mignon. He had, and the bill come, and DR said, "Let's split it evenly." And he goes, "No, hold up. Whoa. I only ate $15. And this is
I hate those situations.
And then here's the thing.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, DR, you got a little bit of feedback on your mic.
Here's the thing. I'm going to let you go ahead and answer this, Brandon. A lot of people are showing up intentionally to split the bill so they could rack up and have food because they could eat more and get everybody to split it, and the bill ain't that high. So I wanted to add that to it. Some people are intentionally doing this. So when you think you come into the party, they already got plans like, "Yo, we could split the bill." You know what I'm saying?
I would say you can't go out with the people.
And fairness. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say it's all about transparency and fairness. Like last year, I was responsible for arranging so many different events, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, whatever. But I was very clear in my communication. Listen, there's a 20% gratuity that's, going to be charged. Here is the menu. Feel free to take a look at the prices. And everybody was comfortable with that. You know, at least they knew what they were walking into.
Cool. We could go.
Go ahead, Brandon.
What I would say is a situation like you talking about, P, where you walk in and you don't know half the people. That's a red flag right there. I'm walking out. Because unfortunately, I done been in too many situations where you order your food, everybody ordering their food, and when the bill come, everybody looking like, well, what you ordered? I ain't ordered that. I hate that. Because then you got a bunch of people trying to figure out the bill.
It's a big mess.
Versus everybody trying to figure out, oh, you got a Cash App? Oh, you guys there? Somebody got, No, like you got to have your life together before you get in a situation. Now, if it's somebody's birthday, I'm gonna put money towards your bill, whatever it is you ordered, and I'm gonna pay my stuff, and that's it. But coming there to just get a meal.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, he fading a little bit. He's fading.
Yeah, I think we go ahead, DR.
I think she came in and felt like she was being manipulated out the gate, so that's why she maybe felt the way she felt. You know, something was sightsee out the gate. Like, you know what I mean? You know, you have a feeling like something ain't right.
Yeah.
And she may have felt that way, and that's the way she took those. That's why she acted that way.
Well, the thing is, like, she was like sitting there, and she could see everybody ordering with confidence. You know what I'm saying? And usually the people that's the loudest are the ones that got the most food that can't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So they want to split the bill. So,
and if she was peeping that off rip, like that's how she felt then. If nobody else is paying attention.
now this happened to me one time, right? It was a birthday party, and I got invited to the birthday party. It was actually in Glastonbury at Rooftop, and at the dinner side. So I got there, and it was like 18 people. They were all seated and everything. So I only knew maybe 4 people there, right? And the same thing. There were people on the other side. They're ordering with confidence. You could see them bringing all these appetizers, and you know what I'm saying. I just came out of work, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna skate through, chill out for a little bit, but I'm heading home. So I got like, you know, a little fish and chips. Bill come, that junk's like $1,200. Right? Yeah, it's high. And then that's when we find out the restaurant can't split the bill.
Yeah, they have to
Well,
get
yeah, a
one
lot of
card
restaurants are doing that now
because they don't want to run into.
because they're tired of the BS with people arguing over.
Well, no, a lot of places that I've gone to, they will split the bill because we'll ask before, hey, do you split the bill? It was like, yep, we could split it. All right, cool. Now I learned my lesson after that day. Another thing, if you ever go to that situation, don't leave. Just go to the bar and you say, hey, I want to put my order in right here. If the bartender say, yeah, you could do that, then we good. But you don't tell the people at the table, though. They're going to find out on the end when you leave it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to bring your food to your table just like they would. It's the same waiter. You know what I'm saying? So you go to the bar. People go to the bar, order your food, order your drinks, whatever, and then you close out the tab. That's how you get out of that.
I like
That's a nice strategy. I might have to use that.
It's happening a lot.
But I don't think most people go out and realize that, you know, people are doing that, are scheming like that. I know it happens a lot. That's why they shut it down and everybody has to pay on one bill. But
yeah, that's why they did that. Yeah.
Well, it's a different generation.
Yeah.
Different generation because if we going out to eat, because we grew up in that age where when we were going to a restaurant, we all knew we was going to a restaurant. We were all going to eat. So if we don't got no money, you know, hey, I don't got no money. I'm a sit this one out.
Right.
Right.
Now, unless somebody say, nah, it's side, we pay for you. You know you're getting paid for. You know what I'm trying to say?
And then here's the other thing too. Like if we all go out to eat and we all get something similar that is in the same price range.
Yeah,
you'd be like, yeah, all right, cool. But when you look over and Brandon got 3 tequilas, and he still got the meal coming, and you're like, whoa, hold up, what's going on? Nah, I don't want to split that. Because there are people intentionally, like I even saw clips where friends say when they go out and eat, they split the bill evenly. Now, I could do that with my friends that I'm close to, maybe.
Yeah, I do that with my group. Like, there's a group of 6 of us, and for years, we always celebrate each other's birthdays. I ain't got no problem splitting evenly with them because we have that kind of
Right. But when you get there,
people I don't know
nobody. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be careful out there because they be setting people up. You show up all happy and everything. I pay for the birthday person and myself, and I'm out.
Yeah. I think that's different because that don't happen with our family, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When we go out, it's like, yo, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
if it's
usually now, you know who's paying before you even leave the house.
Yeah, it's like,
you know
when you see the bill, it's like 200. I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Because I saw another one where the girl, who was her birthday, a bunch of her friends or whoever came out. The bill came up to like $9,100 or something. What are they? Right? She turned around and told everybody that show up they should all split the bill because it's her birthday. And they got in a huge fight. It was a huge fight. And
as they should.
And why did she decide to say that then? Like, she just wanted to ruin her birthday. That's terrible. Why you want your birthday to end like that? Really?
It's the entitlement.
But this is the stuff that people are doing out here. So whenever you get invited to a birthday dinner party, make sure you get your stuff straight before you show up. And when you show up, first thing you need to ask, do y'all split the bill up in here? If they tell them no, look for the bar. If that ain't there, then you go. I'll see y'all later, man.
Look, even now, I've seen worse things where a girl will have a birthday party, have her friends there, her man come, and then they all expect the man to pay the bill. That's wild. Yeah. And then they'll try and clown you like, oh, you can't pay the bill. You a man. You say you a man, you can't pay the bill. You're not about to shame me because you can't pay for your food.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Nice.
That's the whole thing. They trying to get it.
That's the society we live in, though.
Not like that.
All right. So we're going to transition to the next one. Here we go.
It is true that I, as well, are one of these men that have been attracted to transgender women. And I've struggled with that. And I've tried to figure out what does that mean and, why. And, I'm 52 years old. This started when I was a teenager.
A trans woman by the name of Mariah Lopez Ebony wrote a Facebook post in which she accused you of soliciting sex from her as a minor at ages 13 and 16 years old. So what do you say to that allegation?
I say that, when I heard that, and I didn't actually read it until last Thursday, what she actually said. I don't know the woman, number one.
So you're saying you never met her, you don't know her?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know her. I have no idea who she is. That's a very loaded question for you to ask me that, and we discussed that before.
And I actually told you that I would ask you that question.
Yeah.
And so I asked that question.
Yeah.
And it's not a loaded question. I told you I was going to tell you up front that I did tell you about it. Yeah. And we both agreed to it.
Yeah.
I told you that. What do you say to trans black women who say that you're centering yourself and that you're being opportunistic and focusing on your attraction as opposed to their issues and without proving that you're ready to do the work? So what would you say to that?
So you and I sat for 4 hours the other day.
Correct.
And we decided how we were going to approach this.
We went through
we decided how we were going to approach this, bro.
We went through a number of questions.
We decided how we were going to approach this.
And we said actually recording, and the more you talk, the worse it looks for you. So what I'm asking is that we're having a conversation.
What did you say?
I said the more that we're talking, the more I'm just concerned. So I'm generally
you just
concerned.
say?
I said that the more that it looks bad for you. That's
Really?
what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
This looks bad for me.
Yes, because
Check
I'm
this
asking you
out.
a number
No,
of questions.
We're done, bro.
Okay.
We're done. It looks bad for me because I chose to come here and speak to you about what you do and what I've done. It looks bad for me. It's a setup. I don't like this.
Okay.
We said that we were going to focus on policy.
And we did, and we also, and we also
stand on
said,
allegations,
and we
I
also
don't appreciate this
said,
at all.
and no, we had a conversation about a wide range of
this
things.
shit at all, homie. I don't. This is not what we fucking discussed for 4 fucking hours. You understand allegations, homie? The fuck is wrong with you?
It's starting to just.
The fuck is wrong with you?
There are.
So, oh man, his name slipped my mind.
Gilbert?
Yeah. So,
now, at first I thought that was an interview, but then I saw Netflix and I'm wondering if it's a skit. And then I'm like, because what he was talking about, he originally, when we came in there, he said that he was attracted, the things that he's attracted to transgender women.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. So I did see that correct. I'm still trying to figure out why the interview went south, though. He was agitated, real agitated.
Because he went from talking to what he likes to what he was accused of.
Right.
But
he agreed to the script.
Right. He also said that he agreed not to speak about something, whatever he asked him to.
that same subject.
But then they kind of linked to each other, though.
So I think he do have a point where I think the guy was trying to sabotage him, because think about it. He's talking about liking trans women and being confused about it since he was a kid. And the allegation of him meeting someone when he was 14, all you just got to say, and like he said, you don't remember that. Something at 14 years old you're trying to question me about, he 50. I thought that was kind of a setup, but the main point was him being confused about what he liked. Because,
Yeah.
years old and he's still dealing with that. I think that, to me, that sounds like a cover-up. Is either what is like this, what you like. Ain't nobody judging you for what you like. You know what I'm saying? But my question would be, being 52 and saying you confused about it. That was my gripe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's something's off. I mean, he in Hollywood, so he probably been to a few of them rigging bodies. You know what I'm saying? Probably at Diddy house. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
But
not but come on, dog. I still see New York Undercover be popping up on Tubi and whatnot, man.
Is he married, single? What is he? Is he?
I don't know. Let me Google that.
That's weird. That's a weird interview. Like,
yeah, but he can't be if he into that. And for the most part,
he's married.
Yeah, I mean,
since 2003,
he could be into whatever he wants. I mean,
Pause.
He didn't really get in to say if these things were acted on. He just said that's what he, maybe that's what he was pushing.
He was curious about it, but we don't know how far he went with it.
Right. But he said he liked. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He liked transgender women.
I mean, he being vulnerable in public settings. It's like, I don't know. Should you commend him, or was it something that he could have kept to himself? I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how the conversation got there. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder.
And that's what he kind of went in. Like, how do you lead on that in an interview? You never hear a guy saying something like that.
Right, out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like, was that interview?
You got the chair. Not Eddie
I
Murphy.
think-
He
I
was
think
giving
the
the individual ride home.
Eddie was just giving her a ride.
I think the
Nothing
interviewer
funny.
he skipped some steps and he went straight to the prior to they say he talked 4 hours, so everything they talked about, it was already talked about. So he skipped some steps and went straight to the accusations, and that changed real fast.
Yeah, I think that's how they clipped it up. I think because yeah.
What up, Gavin?
Gavin, we appreciate you tuning in, man.
Yeah, man. that's bugging, man.
Yeah, that conversation was weird. I just brought it up because I was like, damn. And a lot of people looked up to him too, you know?
Absolutely.
A lot of people.
Who was that? I don't even know who that was.
Malik Yoba was on New York Undercover way back in the day.
The black dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We had to bring it back to you.
Yeah. We had to go way back to get him on the show when he first started.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird conversation to
It's
even
very
hear
weird.
him talk. Like,
it sounded more like a private conversation than an interview.
Exactly.
Right.
Like that's
like
a
a hot
locker
mic
room
situation.
talk.
Definitely was trying to, set him up.
Set him up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. But how did he get him to answer that?
Money.
Publicly.
That's all I can think of. He paid him.
He was comfortable, like he said. We've been talking 4 hours. They've been comfortable.
Yeah.
So it was time for the interview to be over.
Yeah.
He
What
handled it all right.
The way how the interviewer said it looks bad for you. So he was right. That guy was setting him up. Definitely setting him up. So that was that one. I didn't want to prolong that one. I wanted to bring that one, throw it in there. I'm keeping on pace tonight, guys. You noticed that, right?
Yeah.
Right? So here we go. All right. So I got this one for you guys.
When I was broke, I used to talk to men online, and I would invite them over, and I would make them bring a bottle and bring something for me to smoke, and probably a pack of cigarettes on top of that, and maybe something to eat. And one time I was broke, and I needed a man to supply all of my needs for the free. So I downloaded BLK, and I started talking to this man, and I was like, "You want to smoke?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Cool, bring something to smoke and bring some liquor." This was like my normal spill. Like I always did this. So I gave the man my address. He pulls up like an hour later. He comes at my house. He has his backpack with him. I'm thinking in the backpack, he got the liquor, he got the puff, all of that. So I'm like, "What you got in the bag? You got something to smoke? Like, where my drink at?" type shit. This man pulls out a Michael Myers tool. Let's just call it that. A big, silver, shiny Michael Myers tool. And I'm playing it cool as a cucumber, bitch. I was like, "Why you bring that?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't know if this was a setup. I didn't know if you was going to try to yada, yada, yada." And I was like, "No, I ain't trying to set you up." He was like, "Okay, well, I did bring something to smoke, but we got to get some wraps." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, bet. Like, we can go to the Chinese store up the corner and get some wraps. You got to walk with me, though." He like, "All right." So I put my shoes on and I grabbed my house keys. He like, "So where the store at?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just right up the corner." I'm like, "Bring your bag, though, because I don't want you thinking that I took something or something missing, and bring your stuff with you." So he like, you right. So he grabs his bag, and I grab the keys, and I open the door, right? He goes down the steps in front of me, so I'm behind him, right? He opens the front door, and he's like looking around and was like, "Which way?" And I grabbed the handle to the front door, and I slammed that motherfucker shut, and I locked both locks. And then I ran upstairs into my apartment and was like, "Yo, that man was going blank. He was going to poke holes in me, bitch." Because why the fuck? Like, the first thing you do, mind you, my apartment was teeny tiny, bitch. The boogeyman ain't hiding nowhere in this motherfucker. There's nowhere for him to hide.
Hey, she surprised me because I was like, yo, you finna go out with this dude after he try to Michael Myers your head? No.
She's clever.
I was gonna ask, why would someone do that just to get free stuff, though?
You don't remember the chat line?
To get free stuff.
Yeah, I remember AOL, but
no, before AOL, the Butt Monkey and all of that. You don't remember that?
Nah. I'm lost. I'm not too sure what's up.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this, sir.
This is another chat line. So yeah, I got stories for days. But anyways, yeah, that's what they did.
I know what you're talking about. Those going the hotlines where people used to call in and all of that stuff. That was the early 90s, 80s and stuff like that. Yeah. I was too young for
She
that.
said that. That's what it brought my mind back to the chat line. It was like, wow, a lot of things happen over there. But yeah, there was some ladies out there, some guys like that, you know. But I think when you call somebody, and it brought my mind back to that time. So when you call somebody, like if you bring some protection or whatever, protection in both ways, that's the last thing you pull out, because you don't, you wonder who's in the crib, or it can always be a setup. You know what I mean? Like, especially going to Hartford, to the projects or whatever. So you bring your protection with you. But he pulled it out first. So he was super nervous. So or something happened to him, or he did get set up before. So something happened where he was always nervous. He was super nervous already.
He just wanted to make it known. Don't
Yeah,
mess
he
with
wanted
me.
to make it. Yeah, but that's I don't know. I never moved like that. I never pulled the protection out first. You the other protection you may pull out, but not that one. But yeah, he was nervous off rip. So it is what it is. And I there's some chat lines where you go into some projects and you'd be like, whoa. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it feels like you're being trapped. I understand his mentality. It feels like you walk into a trap.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Brandon?
I just don't understand.
Go ahead, sir.
Why is she inviting him to her house?
No, it was multiple people.
You just met this person online.
It's one of many. But that was a chat line. The chat line, you meet somebody and it matter. You talk 10 minutes, you at their house. It depends on what you say.
Yeah. But she was inviting random people over to get free stuff.
This is her lifestyle.
No, she set herself up for danger.
No, not random people. People that's gonna party with her.
Yeah.
And they have to bring all the fun. So you're bringing the liquor, you're bringing the rugs, you're bringing everything, and then I'm gonna use it while we're together. So if you ain't bringing that, you ain't coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to show up with something.
She set her standards.
Yep. It's just like the other video we had the other day when the chicks had old people picking up her at school. You know what I'm saying?
She was in middle school picking up old guys.
And she would write notes saying that she getting picked up early.
Or uncle. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, they getting creative, but definitely should not be inviting that many different people to your house.
To your sanctuary.
Because at some point it becomes unsafe.
Exactly, where the dude comes in, right?
Yeah, dude's probably just waiting at her door.
Definitely.
You can't just pick up and leave. It's not safe at all.
But you could ask him to leave, though. You could ask him to leave.
But here's the thing: she does live in an apartment building, so it's not like she lives in a house where people could just show up. I don't think they can get in the building because she walked them downstairs, locked them out, and then went back to her apartment.
Yeah.
So so she is a little protected, but still not very safe.
Yeah.
Because she don't know who that person is. He showed up with a blinky.
That's the problem, though. All of this is reckless to begin with. You trying to have fun, but like, come on, you putting your life in danger for what?
Right.
To have a party. We're worried about that tomorrow. As long as I don't wake up in the bottom of the bathtub, we can't go to a party. That's what it's about.
That's some low standards, P. Real low standards.
feel very low. I mean, like, how do you think we ended up here? I'm inviting random people to my house. I can't be sane. I definitely got daddy issues. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who he is.
All right.
Like that's it. That ain't normal.
In
So,
the early
let Brandon
2000s,
get in
that was
on that.
normal. That's that chat line stuff.
You can call me on my cell phone.
That was pretty normal.
I don't want no parts. That's how you get backdoored. That's how you end up missing kidneys. All that. I'm good.
I got stories for days, but yeah, this is not the platform for it. Yeah.
It might be. It might be.
No, if we were all in a room in a group together, I can tell you some stuff. But yeah.
All right. So we transition into this to this one right here. Here we go.
All right, guys. I'm gonna say good night.
Good night.
Okay, good night.
Right. Good night.
Okay, so I have to tell somebody this story. Y'all listen. Let me know what y'all think. So right now, my husband and I have his 20-year-old son living with us, which is my 20-year-old stepson, right? Now, mind you, when he first moved in, I'm only thinking it's gonna be for a week at the most, okay? It's been 3 months. Okay, it's going on 3 months. So, I have anxiety. Okay, I don't want to live with nobody. But nonetheless, I talked to my husband. I'm like, can you handle this? He have to go. Like, he cannot stay here. He has to go home, and I don't want to live with him living here. Like, this wasn't part of the deal. Like, I can't deal with it. He says, fine, okay, give me a few days. I'm going to handle it. Give me a little time to handle it. Cool. So, a few days pass by. Woo-de-woo. I'm like, okay, so what's going on with you handling the situation? He was like, I said, give me some time. I gave you time. What do you mean? Like, how much time do you need? So he made it seem like I didn't give him enough time. So I said, okay. I did make a fuss out of it because, like I said, I have anxiety. I don't want him here at all. When my own mom came to stay, I was not able to live with her either. My anxiety is too bad. I can't live with my own mom, so you think I'm about to put up with your son? No. I mean, I can see if he was on his last leg, but he has a mom to go live with, and he been living with her, so he needs to go back and live with her. That's how I feel. Now, my husband, he talking about he wants to help him save up to look for another spot and help him get some jobs, and so he can work enough to stack his money and be able to move out, basically. But I don't know how long that's supposed to take. Sounds like a long time. And that's something I'm not going to be able to do. So basically, one.
What's that?
Huh?
Come on, dog. That's your stepson. What you talking about?
Yo, she's entitled as hell.
And she looks extremely young.
Yeah. That was one of the first thing I noticed. She's very close to his age.
Yeah.
But she got kids too. That in this, I know the clip didn't run all the way through, but she has 2 kids living with her husband. I think she has 2 kids.
So how many people are in the house?
I think she has a newborn, and she has probably a 6-year-old or something like that. I'm not too sure, but she has kids.
I'm trying to figure out what the disconnect is because unless he's being mad disrespectful to her in some way.
And that's what.
But she talking about anxiety though.
I think the anxiety is what she's using to
excuse.
Yeah, that's her excuse. But if that's your extended family, it's one of those things where she just don't want him there. Yo.
Well, it's her husband's son. It's not like a cousin or an auntie, or that's literally his son. So,
but there's a disconnect there.
Yeah, I understand her. She came into the marriage thinking he was single with kids, meaning he ain't got his kids. They're grown. They out the house. They gone. But apparently he was living with his mama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they must have had a falling out. Something happened.
Well, he came by and he just never went home.
So that's
I can understand her point too. I can understand her point. I think
right. So, okay. He didn't get kicked out. He just showed up one day and never left.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the father got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I say I could see her point on both sides, you know. So, you know
what's crazy though? My kids are like that sometimes. Like, it's time when my daughter comes and stays in her room, then she go back to her mama's house. You know? But I mean, is she right?
I don't feel like she is.
Well, it's the stepmom.
Now I got more context. I understand what she means, because it wasn't like he got kicked out and she goes, yo, he gonna stay here for a little bit. Nah, he came over, had Sunday dinner, and we 2 weeks later, he's still there.
3 months later.
Huh?
3 months later.
It's 3 months?
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 months, Brandon.
I mean, until there's a problem, it shouldn't be a problem.
And I stayed there for 3 months.
Okay,
I think it's a situation where people, when they get married and people have other kids, they don't really think about all the possibilities with the other kids. And this is in a lot of marriages. I experienced some of this stuff myself. There's not too much thought, always something can always go wrong with your other kids or your kids' moms, kids' dads, or whatever. And that's when you marry somebody with kids, that's something you have to think about. Like me, I'm the type of person, I'll help anybody. I don't care if it's my wife's kids or whatever. It don't even matter. Your mama, that's just the person that I am. But not everybody's. I know that everybody's not like me. I know there's some people that like their space. They don't like nobody. She feels that her space is being invaded.
And you notice she never said that there wasn't enough space in the house either.
No. Right. She put on her anxiety. So whatever.
Yeah.
Her mental status is being bothered. So when you marry somebody with kids, you don't know the dynamics of the family. You know what I'm saying? And this always a possibility that your in-laws need help some way, somehow, or vice versa.
Now, 12, are the kids his siblings?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I'm trying to figure out, because this is sometimes a great dynamic, because the big brother shows up and there's a lot of stuff he will do with the kids. You know what I'm saying? The siblings, that's his real siblings, unless she keep them separated and apart, don't want them being around him.
But some people are like that. Some people are like that. Some people.
That's what it seems like. Like she don't want him around.
She don't want any kind of,
no relationship.
She found a good man.
She gonna die alone.
No. So I agree with her, because the reason I agree with her, because it's like this. If it was discussed before, it would make more sense. But if you spring it up on me and I got to deal with it and work through it, it's a different situation. So like, let's say you sit down with your significant other and they say, hey, he coming across here for 2 weeks. And you say, all right, I could deal with that. You already agreed to that. But if they just show up and, it's like, all right, now what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? So to me, it won't matter.
That's
But
what I'm saying. The dad got some explaining to do, because
he
after the first couple of days, you're gonna be like, because the grocery bill changed, everything changed. Yo, is he gonna be here again next week?
And I think he was over 18. I think he was 18.
I thought 20.
Yeah, 20, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
So think about it. Think about it. It's a grown person. So and you think about it. They're at the age where she really can't tell him anything, and you don't know how he reacts. So it's like it's not like a kid where you could kind of help or talk to.
But that's not necessarily true either, because there's kids that would listen and act normal. There's a lot of those people around too, where even though they stepmom or stepdad, they still go, okay, thank you. There's still a lot of that. You know? But for some reason, it just seemed like either she doesn't want him or he could be disrespectful towards her.
Yeah.
But she ain't happy. But she never said that though.
No.
She never said, "Oh, he disrespects me, so I
just don't want him there."
Yeah, exactly. She was like, "Nah, you gotta go. I don't want to walk around with my boobies out. Sometimes I gotta worry about this dude. You know what I mean?" So I feel on that.
Disagree. I disagree. Period. I don't care if the boy came over 3 days, 3 months, whatever it is. It's my kid. I'm not gonna turn him away.
But come back and say, "Hey, I spoke to him. Him and his mama got something going on. Let me know what's going on." That's all I'm saying.
That's fine. That's fine. But my thing is, if he's staying there, as long as it's not a problem, if he's working or if at least he's doing something where it's not just him sitting around, then it's fine. Even if it was her child, it's my stepchild. All right, what's going on? How can I help you out? What's going on with your life? Let me help you figure some things out. But I ain't gonna be, in my anxiety, in my personal space. Yo, big whoop. That's what family is. These are the people that are connected to you. How are you gonna push his life forward? How are you helping him out? What does he actually need if he's over here and he ain't leaving? Help him to figure it out. But don't look for him to get the door. It's that lack of support that creates that disconnect in the family now.
Well, so I'm gonna push back because what you're saying is valid, but that should have been the conversation on day one.
Yeah, the father didn't explain. He didn't give her enough information, and whatever he says, she stands on that. 2 weeks, 2 weeks come up, she stood on that, and it wasn't happening. So the father is not communicating with her, the way he needs to be.
Let's put it like this.
Yeah, and
So
on the
young
flip
girl
side,
want to come up to the video. She want to zip down her little bra and then start talking to the internet. I don't need to talk to her because she talking to the wrong people to begin with.
Yeah, so like I said, remember before I said that people don't have people to talk to, so they go to the internet to vent.
Yeah,
and that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
so
let
like,
her,
I don't know if
vent in her car. She could stay in her car while me and my son inside farting, eating the chips.
And if you guys got
we got
adult
a family
children,
meeting.
you guys got adult children, at the age between the age 18, 19, and 20, 21, those are some significant times that they really need the parents, even more so than they were younger.
Yep.
Those are the times that you can't, that theory of kicking the kids out when they're 18, that don't fly.
Nah.
You can kick a kid out, and that'll change their life drastically, and you'll regret it if they meet somebody that turns them on to drugs, right? That's when they're trying to shape their life. Their whole future depends on their 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old decision.
All up to 25.
Oh yeah, all the way to 25. That's where it shapes their whole life. So if they have a kid between then and there, they're gonna be parents. All right, cool. But if they're just out here lingering, they have to have somebody in their ear supporting them, telling them, okay, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that, you got to do this, you got to do that. You got to get up at this time because you got to go look for work. You got, what I'm saying? They need you at that age.
Yep.
More than any time in their life. Being kids is important, but that age right there specifically is very important.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, they need structure and discipline.
No, not like we were.
Yeah.
Not at all.
All right. So, let's go to this one. Got that one. Did I hit this one already? Oh, let's go to this one.
We have a warning about a relatively new scam that's draining bank accounts of thousands upon thousands of dollars.
It is powered by AI, but in a way we haven't seen until now. Nydia Hahn joins us in the studio to explain how the scammers are pulling this one off. Nydia.
Yeah, this is crazy, you guys, but it is our new reality. You might remember this movie, The Truman Show. Jim Carrey plays Truman Burbank, a guy who doesn't realize he's living his entire life on a big soundstage for a reality TV show. Well, this newest scam is called The Truman Show Scam because criminals create an entirely fake AI world and have unsuspecting consumers step right into it. It begins with a message inviting you to join an investment group that promises great returns.
That then takes them into a group chat on Telegram or WhatsApp. And this is where the Truman Show reference comes in. The entire environment or group chat that they come into is completely AI generated. There's no real people in it.
The moderator of the group, as well as all of the participants, are AI agents. The Truman Show scam involves various investments, stock trading, and cryptocurrency. And beware, the criminals mimic big financial giants to make it seem like they back the program. They also create bogus apps where you can supposedly access the investment application.
On the Google Play Store and the Apple Play Store, you can download this application, but the application itself isn't malicious. It's actually what we call a wireframe that points to a website which is malicious and can be changed and from time to time.
When you put your info into the app, you're actually giving criminals everything they need to drain your accounts of all of your money. It is so sophisticated. They immerse you into this whole world, so you have no idea that you're just a pawn in their scheme. It's crazy.
Astonishing.
Yeah.
It really
Crazy.
is. And there's also the scammers' greatest hits, the stuff they always use, and they're using AI to make those.
Don't play with the money.
They don't sleep, boy. They don't sleep at all, man. These hackers out here, boy, they gonna get it which way.
So this one is all AI, all AI. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I would say is don't click on links. Don't click on links. That's the first thing people do is they see something and they press links. Once you press the link, you give passwords. I already seen stuff like that where people a link show up on their phone and people just randomly click it.
Yeah.
Once you click it, it gives up all your passwords on your phone.
I told mom that I said never click on these links, especially when you don't know where they're coming from. No, if you know the person that sent it to you, sometimes you got to double check that too, because they clone your information and come in. I'm Brandon. No,
they use QR. They use links to QR codes as well.
The QR codes too.
Yeah.
And since we're saying that, make sure y'all scan our QR code, and if you want to join the chat.
That sounds real fishy.
Well, listen, man. Hey, let us know what scam y'all been seeing down in the chat, because there's so many other scams out right now. You know, I always get thrown in these chats on WhatsApp too. Some of these.
The business chats.
Yeah, they just pop up out of nowhere. And it's like,
but that's probably exactly what it is. Those same scams.
Yeah, 200 people in there. They throw a bunch of people's names in there, and I usually exit out them joints.
Yep, I leave them joints and report it immediately.
I'm on TikTok, so when I click on somebody that's giving advice about cryptocurrencies, because I do that a little bit, and immediately when they hit you back, you started following somebody that's giving advice, and then they hit you back with a different account, and say, hey, how you doing? Do you invest it? Man, automatically, my kids put me onto that. Be like, oh, Dad, those are bots. I'm like, what's a bot? It's like, all right. So yeah, I got a little knowledge about it through the kids.
Yeah, it's automated. All of it is automated.
Yeah, they automatically hit you like that's. It's like you like something, and then 5 different profiles of the same person come and hit you in the inbox. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, we did a show back like close to a year, but we was breaking down scammers and how scammers do stuff. This one was
we did that one.
It was an international one where the Jamaicans and how they were doing it, and Yo, old ladies were she gave up her life savings. Life savings, and she really thought the dude was in love with her. They call it the
I seen
romance
that.
romance scam or something like that.
They got a
Well,
lawyer for it now.
Well, it's a scam, but when you really think about it, it's like they get manipulated.
Yeah.
On another level, because basically they just asking for money and they keep giving them money. It's not like they're pressuring them. But
No,
they
it's an exchange, so it's
Yeah.
actually prostitution.
They target older people and
lonely single people.
It's so many different scams they have now, man. They coming up with different light bill. I almost got hit with they called me one time. They almost got me one time.
IRS.
Yeah, IRS is the big one.
Yeah.
And people, IRS will never call you.
No, they always do mail.
Yep.
I got one today from the Philippines. It was for the DMV.
I got one of those today too. And it said Connecticut DMV, and it came up with a Philippine number or something like that.
So what you do for those, right? Once you if you get like a malicious text or something like that, take a screenshot and post it in ChatGPT, and it's gonna tell you if it's real or fake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So once you put it in there, it's gonna say the DMV never tells you. DMV would never text you something like that.
Everybody
And it's gonna look at you're gonna look at the email and the phone number, and it's like, well, it's coming from the Philippines. That don't make sense. What does the Philippines got to do with? So if you take a screenshot of it, put it in AI, AI is gonna come back with feedback and be like, no, that it's a scam.
Hey, you remember when you used to get the one with the tolls?
Yep.
Oh, those two.
When I went to Tobago, they were getting those too.
Okay.
Because it was like, yo, what is the tolls? They don't know what they don't got tolls down there. They get hit with some of the same messages.
You know what I do? Every scam call, I block every number. So I can go about a week or two without any phone calls, and then some new ones will call. I block those too.
Yeah. The new iPhones kind of block most of them though.
Oh yeah.
It tells you. Yeah, it kind of tells you right off the bat. It's like, all right, this coming in spam.
My job been like that, man.
I've got some calls that weren't spam that said spam.
Yep.
Yeah, mine does spam or be like, yo, this is a suspicious call. Like, yo, literally tell me. Like, and then you go through that I like. If somebody calls, they'll hang up and they'll ask me, hey, was this spam? Do you know this person? He'll literally ask me. Now I don't know that person.
What about unknown calls? I picked those up because I don't know if somebody's in trouble or
I get you. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't say nothing on there.
You don't say nothing?
I wait till I hear somebody. If somebody say something, then all right, cool. We go from there. But even then, it's still like I don't say anything that they might be able to take my voice and use it. So I'm like,
I have a voice that I pick up the phone. My kids always laugh at me. I pick up, I'll be like, well, wow. They be like that. Every call I pick up like that. But if it's unknown and whoever's on the other end, if they know who I am, they know that's me.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of times you have these robocalls where they don't say anything. They just
wait for them to hang up.
Yeah, they're recording your voice.
Mm-hmm.
To do what with it?
They can scam
they
you. They can scam your family with that.
Get your stuff, man.
Back to your bank account. They could go call in and use your voice to activate your thing. So like when I was doing FOIA and Fidelity and stuff like that, the first thing they ask you is, hey, we want to verify your voice. So like the next time you call, based on your voice, they don't no longer have to, because you got to remember the old way of verifying your account is by pins and verbal confirmation. But now if they could get your voice, they know who you are. From the time you start talking, they know who you are. You get what I'm saying?
I didn't know they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've been doing that. They've been doing that for the last 2 years. So that's how
AI.
the banks. That's how the banks know when you call in. They know who you were. They just
But
didn't make it public.
They're not just identifying your social security number and all that. It's the voice as
Exactly.
well.
They identify it from your voice. So like now you notice they don't ask you for your social and stuff like that. Once you call in like the bank and stuff, they're doing it based on your voice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they're doing it based on
That's
your
more
voice.
reason for you to answer the phone the way you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always answer that way. Every unknown or if I feel like it's a number that I've seen before and it says scam likely, I'll pick it up that way.
Unless I know who it is, I'm not even answering.
Yeah. Lately, I've just been sending everybody's voicemail because I ain't got time for it no more.
Yeah.
Too much robocall.
I send it to voicemail and I block it. If they don't leave a message, they ain't want to talk to me.
Yeah, I kind of like the new features that the phones have now. Like once you hang it up, the call go to voicemail and it start giving you a transcript of what the person is saying.
Yeah.
And so while you're looking at the transcript and you're reading it, you could hit talk and connect back to the call.
Right back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that feature. I definitely like that feature. Even the one where like you could put people on hold. So like one of the things they were saying when you call, like people was getting arrested. You know, like when you call a business place and they put you on hold, people would be talking and they would be like saying like, you know, talking dirty, giving out. A lot of people got caught in like robberies and scams and stuff like that because they always think the people on the other end can't hear them.
Yeah.
And they'd be divulging information and stuff like that, or like what they're doing, and they got caught.
You know where I learned that, yo? It was a TV show years ago. Okay. And it was like the 911 operator was on hold. And it was one of those operators on one of the call-ins. And while they were on hold, they were still hearing everything going on. And they were able to report this crime that went on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that jumps technology, man. We're gonna see a lot of it. And you know what? In the next 10 years, man, it's gonna get even crazier.
It is. AI is learning us right now. So
Yeah.
as long as they're learning us, there's no
Well,
telling what
the
they
thing
can do.
is, I think it's gonna be the way they use AI.
Mm-hmm.
Because in every field have a different version of an AI that is gonna help whatever that's, you know, because like when I do photography, there's a program, right? And I downloaded 3,000 photos of my edited photos into it. So now I don't have to edit anymore. I just do a shoot and I put it in there, and in
does all
2
that work
minutes,
for you. Yeah.
it's boom, it pops out. Hey, do you want it? I'll go through and double check it. You know, if you get in the music industry, they got a different AI. They got, you know, so
yeah.
I'm finding myself using it more and more every day. The Gemini on the iPhone.
Yeah, that junk
on
is
Google,
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And you know what's crazy? Like, we in a time now where we have so much information in our hands.
Bro, yeah.
But yet, these kids dumb as hell.
They don't have the experience. They
Like-
don't have the experience. They got the information, not the experience.
'Cause, yo, I remember when you had to get the new edition of Encyclopedia Britannicas to, you know, because you wanted to be up to date.
On point, yeah.
To now where they have it at the touch of their fingertips and they don't even use it.
No. I think books are going to be obsolete in a few.
Nah, yeah, I mean, they all got tablets now anyway. I mean, and all the tablets could get whatever book they want on it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
everything's on the tablet. Everything.
Nah, that's one thing. A lot of people. So as someone, they're not going anywhere.
No, I know books ain't going. I'm just saying, but the way you use them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially like in school. Like,
Yeah.
how many books do these kids have now? You know,
They don't come home with any.
Because a lot of the stuff is on the computer.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Even like like looking through the pandemics when they were home, they get homeschooled a lot. They didn't go to school.
No, there was no books involved either.
No.
Yeah, no books. No.
But it's not just school. Look at church too. People out here opening up their tablets to the book of the, you know what I'm saying?
My mom been had her Bible on her tablet for years now. And I remember going to church with her one time, and I'm like, "Where the book at?" She pulls her tablet out. I was like, ew.
Yeah, it's faster. Yeah.
Ew. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guilty of using my phone in church where I pull the Bible up and everything because
technology, man, it's right there.
But it's accepted now. I remember originally people pull out a tablet and it was just like, "Yo, what you doing?" But now, that's the wave.
Yeah.
You know, all this sound like Terminator waiting to happen, man. I'm telling you, AI, Skynet. We got to be careful.
So I was going to pull up the next clip. with the I don't have it. I'm not going to run it, but I was going to pull up the clip where they were talking about like the U.S. and then the new technology, the unseen technology that's being used. That junk is crazy. People ain't even see them junks. I'm like, yo.
And you know what? To tell you the truth about this war, I don't think they're ever going to really have like a hand-to-hand combat war anymore. I don't think that's going to ever.
And that's what it is. It's not. The days the ground troops are done.
Yeah, I think that's the only people that they do send in is like the CIA and stuff like that for intel.
I think it's going to be some form of ground troops.
For crowd control, but
I don't know if it's for crowd control.
Well, I
just think because I'm assuming we're gonna be running Iran too, right? That's
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Come on, man.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's the mission.
There's some type of deal that's going to be made that benefits. I want to say Trump himself or whatever, but it's us. Regardless if you like Trump or not,
right?
That benefits us as a country, and it's not just going to be. I don't think we're going to run the country, but if we run the country, somebody's in power that's linked to us.
Nah,
some way somehow.
It's going to be like a Venezuela situation.
Yeah, like that.
But I think it's going to be, because here's the thing. It's got to be a total regime change.
Let me add this one since we talking to it. Let me add a little comment. Is it because we saying the same thing? Hear this lady explain it, and we thing. 1 second.
This week, Donald Trump said out loud from the Oval Office what no American president has said in 80 years.
Spain has been very, very uncooperative, and so has UK. Now, the second one is shocking, but this is not the age of Churchill. I will say the UK has been very, very uncooperative with that, and they ruin relationships. It's a shame.
But the president didn't just publicly trash Britain from the Oval Office. He outflanked Britain's chaos operation in the Strait of Hormuz. When Lloyd's of London announced it was terminating insurance for Gulf shipping, a move which could throw the world economy into chaos, President Trump ordered the United States Development Finance Corporation to step in and provide that coverage. And he put the Navy on notice to escort tankers through the strait. What you're watching is an American president who doesn't need Britain's permission to strike Iran and doesn't need Britain's insurance markets to keep the world's oil moving. 300 years of crown control over that choke point broken in a single day. Now, if you've been watching the news this week, you're being told America is stumbling into another Middle Eastern quagmire, that it's going to be a perpetual war, economic chaos, and it's a president who doesn't know what he's doing. That's the drumbeat from the same people who cheered on every British-backed regime change operation of the last 30 years. I'm Susan Kokinda. I've tracked how the British have used Iran as a trigger for economic and strategic chaos since the days of the gas lines, and I've watched every president since Jimmy Carter let it happen, until now. So if you want to keep up with this historic change, hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons so we can stay in touch and expand our reach. So here's what we're going to be covering today. First, Donald Trump's very public rupture with Britain, which is not just on the issue of Iran. Second, why Trump's move against Lloyd's of London is one of the most consequential economic strikes in this entire fight. And third, how Iran's attacks on its own Gulf neighbors handed Trump a sovereign nation coalition that the old imperial system was designed to prevent. So let's go back to the Oval Office. The trigger was Iran. Britain blocked the United States from using Diego Garcia and British Air Force bases for the opening strikes of Operation Epic Fury. Trump had to reroute missions, adding hours of flight time. So when he sat down with German Chancellor Merz on Tuesday, he didn't hold back.
I'm not happy with the UK either. That island that you read about, the lease, okay, he made it for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken 3-4 days for us to work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours. So we are very surprised.
Despite the fact that Britain relented on March 1st and allowed the U.S. limited use of its bases for defensive purposes, Prime Minister Keir Starmer drilled down on Britain's opposition to Trump's actions in Iran, speaking to Parliament.
We all remember the mistakes of Iraq, and we have learned those lessons. Any UK actions must always have a lawful basis and a viable, thought-through plan. I say again, we were not involved in the initial strikes on Iran, and we will not join offensive action now.
He said, "We all remember the mistakes of Iraq." That is pretty rich coming from the land of Tony Blair. But then the Prime Minister dutifully reported the talking point, which came from the Empire's think tank, Chatham House, a few days ago. He said, "This government does not believe in regime change from the skies." What Starmer has repeated is the globalist narrative that Donald Trump is using their regime change playbook and it's not going to work. Well, their problem is that's not what he's doing. So while the strategic split between the United States and the British is out in the open, there is more to Trump's break with the British.
But the UK, what they're doing with energy and what they...
That goes on a little bit further, but I can't fast forward it to the part that I wanted to also show, but
yeah, that's the downfall to
yeah. But other than that, that was I think she kind of laid out the strategy of what he was trying to do, you know. So I just wanted to add that to the conversation since we touched it. It was the next clip that I was explaining what we were talking about exactly, but I don't think I loaded it, so I also played the wrong one.
Well, he's upset with the UK. I mean, how you feel about that?
No, it's not. Oh, you missed the point that she said. She was saying he broke that he got around the loophole that basically he controlled the oil from out there, because if the British didn't help him, right, he was able to break something that they had in place for the last 30 years.
So hold up. So what you're saying now is if Trump jacks Iran oil, he controls the flow of oil into Europe?
Basically, to a certain degree.
Is that what you're saying?
Damn. It's all about the oil.
Damn. Yeah, but it's not all. It's about how you're using the oil, though.
Yeah, that too. But it's a business deal about the oil, and somebody was saying it before. I was digging down the rabbit hole of the Trump, all the theories going around it. They said everything is a strategic move to get at China some way, somehow, because they're our only competitors or something like that. And, China does a lot of dealing with Iran as well.
Yeah.
With their oil. So if he gets control of that, he can, have some type of leverage on China.
Yep. So I think what you call it, because even with all of that, in that same clip where they were talking about Kiyosama and the parliament, they were bashing him because it's like, yo, he don't really have like all his talking points where they wrote it from, because the parliament was questioning him, like English parliament. It's like, what are you what are your plans for this in case this, and everything was like pre-written. You know, I'm just like, you know, and the parliament was like, yo, you got to do something, but they was pretty much asking for asking questions that he should have. But overall, I think it put you UK in a crazy position though. It got him backpedaling. So I think the cards are falling for the US, where they got everything they want, and it worked out. It worked out perfectly for them.
Because yo, remember, and here's another thing too. You notice that oil prices spiked.
Right, but that's price gouging. You remember the oil that we got now in the tank?
You notice it went up.
Yeah, it is. It's
There's
going
a
to go
reason
up.
for that.
Yeah, it went up.
That's to sell the Venezuelan oil.
Well, you got to remember the oil that we have, all the oil that's already here has already been purchased.
I'm talking about the one they about to pull out of Venezuela.
Right, but that one it hasn't been paid for yet. So
right,
all the stuff that we have currently is already paid. So that's price gouging.
They're going to be boosting. Oil prices are going to go up. You could call it price gouging, whatever you want to call it. I think it's strategically done for that purpose. And if he controls Iran's oil too, see, the thing is, I don't think he cares about the money. He cares about where the oil goes.
Yep.
And if it shuts out China, because remember, China was heavy in Venezuela as well. Yep. So was Iran. So was Russia. You know what I mean? So now, if none of that oil gets to China anymore, because China depends on, they don't have oil.
And Russia.
No,
China
Russia,
and Russia.
Russia don't need oil.
Well, what I was saying was, because what you got to remember, so if you go back and look at the map, when they took over Brazil, they took over Venezuela, you remember Colombia right next door was talking all of that crap. The next week, the president of Colombia was in the White House shaking Trump's hand, and he made an agreement, he made an alliance with him. So all of that tough talking, he ended up in the White House shaking his hand, and now they're in alliance with Colombia.
Yeah,
that's because Colombia is probably benefiting from Venezuela oil too. So
exactly. So that changed the map. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
so,
they all sold him out, yo.
But
pretty much.
So all of that came into play. So now, like, what they used to do was try to get the oil from Venezuela. It's no more. And Cuba on the brink of what you call it.
Yeah, because also Mexico stopped giving Cuba oil as well. So now they're not getting anything. Flights aren't even going into Cuba anymore.
Nah,
they can't refuel there.
So,
but listen, man, this move right here is it's a good move.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I think he's gonna have full control of Iran. That's the purpose, the goal.
Nah, I don't think so.
So you think? I mean, somebody might be on the ground running it, but
I think he may have full control of the oil.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same situation like Venezuela.
Yeah.
As long as none of that oil goes to China.
You don't want the people, the country. You just want the oil.
Well, no, the oil if the oil go back to Iran, it's cool. But once it doesn't go to Russia or China or North Korea, that's all they care about. Because if they
he makes them pay.
Yeah, well, he
gonna make Europe pay.
We paying regardless. We're gonna pay, but he's gonna try to give him leverage some way, somehow. Whatever leverage, that's what he's trying to use through the oil.
Yep. Because you got to remember that channel that they came through all of that stuff that used to be protected by like England and Iran. they made it through. Since England ain't support, they broke that treaty. Well, I don't want to say they broke treaty. I'm speaking out of ignorance right now. But when they didn't support, yeah. But it's like this: they got to know who were their friends and their allies, so that worked out good for them because all of those people that was in the White House.
So, are they supposed to be part of the Well, they're not. Are they supposed to be friends because they're all in NATO?
Well, if you're alliance, you're alliance.
Oh, that's a whole different. That's for war. But is that the same? Should they be friends?
I
we all
think
know Trump.
NATO's all across the board. Like whatever decisions made.
Well, that's just something against Russia.
Russia and China.
But they never did anything to Russia, though.
Nah.
You remember
Right,
Russia
that's
attacked
what I'm
Ukraine,
saying.
and NATO ain't do jack.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody
This
ain't do
is
nothing.
Iran. So NATO ain't got nothing to do with Iran, right?
But I think Trump is flexing his muscle, just like Russia flexed their muscle over there.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
so
he's doing it back to back.
Yeah, but yeah, he did benefits. Venezuela was probably easy for us. That's what I mean. But
yeah,
Iran is a little bit more of a challenge, as we see now. I don't know if they running out of rockets, but they launching everything they got.
Nah, they got I don't even got that video loaded. I would have played that one, but they got. You remember I was explaining the missiles? They got missiles that they could make. They got drone. The name of them is something drones.
Yeah,
they cost
I've seen those.
20 to 50,000 to make, but the U.S. used to defense against it. Oh, you got a lot of feedback there. What the U.S. used to defense against it is $1 million. So they got a drone for 50,000, and the missile to stop it to take it out costs $1 million. And it normally takes about 3 to stop one. So,
but how much damage will the drone do?
Yeah, drone will do some damage. It's going to do a lot of damage. But what they're saying is one drone.
Yeah.
So the U.S. is putting up 3 million to 50,000. 3 million to 50,000, and they can make 500 in one day.
The drones?
Yeah, the drones.
Damn. So they making them as we speak?
Yeah, they in the back of a truck. In the back of a truck. They got the thing is just little drones they put on the thing.
Fucking AI, boy.
In a day. So they said they could put out 500 a day.
Wow.
But the $1 million ship is a truck. Those are slow. You know what I'm saying?
So how long you think we're gonna be in Iran? Like how before they take over?
I think it's gonna be some years because Iran and Israel was already at it, and now they're fully at it. You know what I mean? It could be some years before. I don't think Trump is gonna pull out while they still fighting.
I don't think they're gonna be in there long. I don't think that it's gonna be long because, they took out their naval ship. All of them jumps at the bottom of the sea. They took out their air force.
But the boat they just took out though, they made a mistake because India invited that Iranian boat over there, and they're like, "Hey, y'all ain't had no reason to shoot them down. We told them to be over here." And India just partnered with Israel. So I don't know. We can't keep making mistakes like that. I don't think they're
gonna be a full war with them for long, but there's always gonna be somebody there to patrol, just in case.
Yeah.
That's just how war is.
Because so far they even appointed somebody and they took them out when they was about to get appointed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they definitely got the drop on where everybody at. So I think they're gonna take out the entire what do you call it? The whole
the head
lineage. the whole lineage.
Said the whole lineage.
Yeah, and everybody, even the butler, the dog, the pet rabbit, everybody gone.
But remember, nothing happens without a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a consequence. Nobody does nothing just get away with it. You know what I mean? So we have to be level-headed over here and think, all right, they're here. You know what I'm saying? And
They
it's
hiding
only a matter of
amongst us.
time before they do something here.
Well, the thing is, most of the Iranians here, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm speaking for what I see, are happy that there's going to be a regime change over there. You know, I'm not sure if all of them feel that way, but from what I've been seeing of the celebrations and the parties going on since they took out what do they call him?
Ayatollah.
The Ayatollah. Since they took him out.
But
So
all it takes is one phone call, said a bomb killed a relative, for their minds to change about all of that.
Exactly. It's crazy, man. Since 9/11, man, it was like at any time, you know, narco terrorists.
So we're gonna go ahead and land this one here. Any closing thoughts?
Trump flexing his muscles, man.
Yeah, I agree.
He you know what I'm saying? I keep telling people, like, yeah, listen, you know, I'm not a fan of Trump, but let him do what he got to do, man. We got double Brandons. What's going on?
And my stuff is acting strange. My stuff acting strange.
We got Brandon in the top. We got Brandon in the left.
Let me get that imposter out of here.
But yeah, like I said, man, let him do his thing, man. I think that I need to let it play out. You know, stop fighting it, enjoying the party, enjoy it, whatever. But I think he about to conquer the world for real. He about to shut the world down. He gonna be the next Rockefeller. He said Rockefeller who?
Yeah.
Well, they is saying something that he's setting his family up to be the richest because he's trying to turn everything digital through the cryptocurrency, and that's what everybody's pretty much waiting for. So the people that's in cryptocurrencies now, their hopes are buy cryptocurrency now, and when the money change over, you become an instant millionaire. I've known people that put their life savings into this stuff and lost everything, waiting on this changeover of currency. And you know, that's the backdoor talk.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of him. Yeah, like you said, he's
Do we see a Trump Tower in Iran?
Not yet. You know, Iran. Iraq is Babylon, so it's pretty close to Babylon.
I'm thinking like 2028, Trump Tower opens in Iran. It's gonna be huge.
There's a lot of rabbit holes you can go down with this.
What's your final words, Brandon?
First thing I want to say is rest in peace to the 6 soldiers that have already lost their lives from the United States in this pointless thing that we done got dragged into. But my closing words is a nice little quote I saw on Facebook today that made me smile. It's 2001, where U.S. American citizens, that we can't believe the dumbest man in the world is taking us to war in the Middle East. It's 2026, where U.S. citizens, and we can't believe that the dumbest man in the world is taking us to war in the Middle East. The more things change, more things stay the same. He's dumb. He's dumb. And the people who voted him in office are even stupider. So all I can say is God bless the troops. May there be no more loss of life. Let's get the hell out of Iran.
A lot of people going to agree with you. And a lot of people disagree.
It wasn't me, though. It wasn't me.
Hey, Brandon. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I hate the game and I hate the player.
All right.
Release them Epstein files, damn it.
So,
That's
P,
some
you want to go?
Go ahead. Huh?
No, I say you want to go.
No, go ahead. I mean,
Dre, like I sent you the text too. If you want to shout out your side stuff, if you want to, you can. You know.
In due time, I will. In due time.
All right, cool. So don't feel scared. You know, if you think
that's cool. Thank
I
you.
don't even know.
Appreciate
Brandon got a side gig. Oh, so I'm gonna shout out Brandon's side gig. He does photography.
Mm-hmm.
He does weddings. So you
Okay.
guys can contact him if you're looking for his information. Hit me up at linewithus.llc.com at gmail.com.
Right.
He's in the Hartford, Connecticut area. So if you're getting married, Brandon, and also P does weddings.
No, only P. Only P.
But they both do photography. They both do photography. So we're also here to support them and promote these guys. So
yes, sir.
People who get married.
Hey, I got some good deals on a couple of weddings I shot. So
yeah,
but it comes with different stress. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be the right one.
Yeah,
they all come with stress, man.
Yeah.
The last two I did was pretty easy. They rented out a house.
Oh.
Out in the middle of these people had shmoney, bro. They had shmoney. Plenty of
more power to you. More power to you.
Yeah, they gave me like a $500 tip.
I think everybody need a side hustle right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like $500 tip. Yo, here's the thing, man. Being West Indian, right? Everybody got at least 3, maybe 4 things that they do. Like,
of course,
and it don't even matter how much you making. You just find ways to stay active, find ways to keep making different types of money, because you never know. At some point, one of them might fail.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got 2 others already ready to go.
My thing, what keep me going is just I have a passion to help people out. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can feel like you're getting people take advantage of that. Excuse me, but for the most part, if you know your heart and you help somebody out, that's what makes me feel good. It's not even about the money.
Yeah.
I mean, I can walk into somebody's house and I'll charge them significantly less just looking at how they living. You know what I mean? On what I'm doing.
Respect.
So
Respect.
I mean, but that's just what it is.
So you got sympathy in your heart.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people will say, like, you know what Donald Trump would say to you? You're a loser.
Yeah. But you know what the people would say? Let's keep that guy in.
No, Rockefeller would say the same thing. You're a loser.
That's fine. But what the people at the bottom, when they start rioting, they're gonna leave me alone.
No, it's systemic racism.
Yeah.
We ain't worried about no Oompa Loompas and no dead white men, okay?
I'm good at the bottom. We're gonna be good out here.
So all right, with that, I'm gonna land it right there. We're out.
Like the video. We appreciate y'all. See y'all next Tuesday. We keep talking.